Hello, my dear Tangler friends. Today I'm starting with a high focus tangle. It's from Zentangle Inc. The tangle is called Senna. And Senna is a perfect tangle. It's a texture tangle. It also is a high focus tangle. So let me start here with the typical first step. Placing 4 corner dots, connecting the lines, just making the space a little smaller so the video won't be too long for you because I'm just showing you here the original step out. So I placed my 4 corner dots, I connected them. Now I'm taking my Micron 01 as you can see here, and you're starting in the center with a fescue. It's a line ending in a small seed, which you color in. What you now do is that you're focusing on a starting point you want to start with. For instance, I'm taking the end from my fescue and I'm just like going to aura it gently, slowly, and landing on my pencil stroke. I just did. And what you now do is that you continue to aura, but you can start changing the lines once you go round and become a little bigger or a little more curvy. And why is Senna a high focus tangle? Right here, I'm reaching my pencil line. And in Zentangle, there are no mistakes. And the pencil line is a guideline, which I can go over, for instance, but I'm not going to. I'm going to stay within this square I just constructed. So what I'm now doing is I'm starting off right here at the last line I drew, trying to go in different directions, and this is my new starting point of which I'm focusing on, just like going round and round and on and on. And once I finish this, I'm auraing, going underneath my graphite line. Then I'm turning my tile. You're constantly turning your tile to remain and keep your hand in the same position over and over again. And from here on, I'm going in a different direction too. So this is the high focus, which gives you amazing results once you continue. If you don't think too much at the beginning, but then you just find a new point for yourself where you think you might take off and land. And once we come to the shading a bit later, you will figure out like how much dimension we added to this wonderful tangle by changing the line structure. So right here, I'm in a state where I'm thinking like, which point would be the next wonderful starting point? Here, for instance, I'm going to continue. I'm landing slowly, going into another direction. Now I move on, and in the Hollybaugh technique, I'm going behind the first line I drew, and also here, just continue and feel free. Just focus on the lines and don't think too much. And this is what Senna now looks like. Shading literally makes this tangle pop off. And this is the reason why I chose a gray bijou tile, because gray is wonderful for shading and highlighting at the same time. So always with the tip from your pencil, go to the border line. And why do we point with the tip of our tangle, with the tip of our pencil to the border line? Because we have better control over it. We don't go over the line, and we're not smudging anything. And in here, what I'm doing is that I'm inviting some graphite onto my first line I did. I'm grabbing my tortillon, blending the graphite, and as you can already see here, placing some graphite around the pattern gives it the wanted pillow effect I'm wanting to create. As well as some other lines here. This, for instance, where I used the holly-ball technique and going behind, or as well as here, I'm adding some graphite as well as here. So take your time, watching your tile, breathing, and focusing on where you would love to add some graphite. And if you shade, depending on the mood you're in today and how much intensity you would like to add, always remember to start with a bit of graphite, and you can always add more. It's like sugar. Just take very little at the beginning. And if you want to put down some more, just go ahead and do so. Breathing, enjoying the process. In case you smudged the lines a bit, you can always go back, take your fine liner, take it, and retrace the lines. See what an effect it has just by retracing it. And even what happened to me here, as there are like no mistakes, I didn't hit the line, I was just like slightly drawing it a bit bigger. And now it appears to be even darker and more intense. Now here comes the magic. Let me go and get my white charcoal pencil, which I forgot. I'll be right back. I'm sorry, here I am now. Please take your white charcoal pencil and on the highest spots of your pattern you want to highlight, lay down some white charcoal. And this is like icing on the cake, as Maria already says, or always says. And then, of course, we take a tortillon for white charcoals. We're blending it and inviting the charcoal into the paper. Please always keep in mind to blow excess material away. And what's wonderful about charcoal is that you can layer it. So if this is not enough highlight for you, just go ahead and lay down some more. Blend it. Holding the tortillon slightly in your hands as you hold all the pens you're working with. And see the dimension we just created. Isn't that wonderful? Now what else do we have to do? We're placing our chops. What I love is, and it's so much fun, is drawing a ring. Small chain. Adding my initial N for Nina. Enjoying the process, appreciating the outcome. And today you have learned Senna. If you've got any questions, please feel free to contact me. Comment below. I'm happy to answer them. See you soon. Bye-bye.